So it's really sunny and really hot, but this is when I have the time, so we're gonna walk. So down here I have a goji berry that's very sad and just looking pathetic, but somebody gave it to me for free, so I still have it. Here's some blueberries, very pretty blueberries. I'm pretty sure this is a Patriot blueberry. Really pretty. Look at all the fruit. I got hella fruit. These are all irrigated, so they're gonna grow amazing. These are two honeyberries, and they're doing great too. They're blooming right now. Some of them have teeny tiny fruit forming. My neighbors are shouting in the back, so you might hear that. Let me see if I can find any forming fruit. I think they might just be blooming. Some of them have, oh, there you go. You can see a tiny little fruit right there. They're very small. They produce these tiny little berries that are blue. This is more blueberries. These are Dukes. I think these two big ones are Duke blueberries, and they perform amazing. This is where the cat has been napping. This is a white currant. Very tart, like crazy tart. This is a raz blueberry, and it's called a raz blueberry because it tastes kind of like a raspberry. A little more tart, super fragrant, very similar to a raspberry. More blueberries. This for sure is a pink lemonade. So instead of being a blueberry, it's a pink blueberry. So good, so good. This blueberry, let's see what it's called. It is called a Toro blueberry, and I think this one is the one that makes chunky, gigantic blueberries. So let me see. Oh yeah, like look at how big these are already, right? Big boys. This, if you can believe it, let me stand over here so you can see it better. These are leeks. I didn't plant these here. They're just here, and they're enormous. Look at them. They're bigger than the fig tree. My fig tree has two little figs, and I'm already covering them because the birds will come for them. But you can see the little fig right there, and they gotta be covered. They'll ripen in July or so. Oh, I forgot to show you something. Let's go back to the currant here and I'll show you. I got potatoes. I think these must be from squirrels, or maybe a really long time ago. I don't even think so, because this area, I never planted anything back here, even before. So somehow I have freaking potatoes back there. I guess I can eat it with the chives and make chive potato something. More blueberries. This one is a Rika. Really, there's so many kinds of blueberries. I just try to pick ones that will ripen over like a long period of time so that I can have, you know, lots of blueberries instead of all of them all at once, because the glut can be real. And then I realized my peach has two fruit. I've only noticed two so far, so it may have more, but I haven't spotted them yet. But there's two pollinated fruit. They're so small, but you gotta cover them from when they're tiny like that, because literally the bugs will come. They love peaches. I don't blame them, but I will have nothing if I'm not careful. So, and the peach is about yay high right now, about the height of the fence, a little below, I guess. Yeah, just a little below right there. And it's so pretty, and I'm super excited to have soon fruit soon. This pear, I noticed, has a crazy amount of fruit. So I actually ripped off a bunch of fruit. I still have more that I am uncertain whether I'm gonna pull fruit off. I think I will. So you see here we have two, and then there's a third one right here, and they're really close together. And look at the size of this plant. It is so small. And they're already, I have a bunch of bags on it for fruit. So I don't think there's any way that this plant is going to to grow all of these fruit and ripen them. Like, that's crazy, even with these shoots, right? If it doubled the size, it still wouldn't have the energy for it. So they have a little fruit. Oh, let me stand out of the way. And I bagged well, I still miss some, but I bagged a bunch of them to try to save them. But I think the tree may abort more. I wouldn't be surprised if it does, and it's okay if it does. But I try to bag the largest ones, and what will happen is if the plant decides to abort the fruit, it will just take all the energy from the other fruit and put it into the few good ones instead of trying to have so many. This is the bay tree that looks beautiful at night. I think it's, you know, it's okay during the day, but it's not here for looks. It's here to be eaten, so it does a good job. This is the, why do I always forget these? The IKEA berries. And they're doing really good. They filled up this entire pot, and I should have a lot more berries this year, so that's exciting. Here's some sage. One of my friends asked me for some sage today. They were like, do you have any sage? Do I have any sage? What kind of question is that? Oh man, parsley. I got parsley problems. Well, I got too much parsley problems. So the parsley is so big, it's basically overwhelming the columnar apple. Now, I don't feel too bad because, to be honest, as much as I love this columnar apple, oh my god, and look, you can see the leaf miners. Where are they? They're right there. Well, yeah, the leaf hoppers. I hate them. I hate them, I hate them, I hate them. Huh. Oh my god, I got them both. I'm gonna kill them. Anyway, I just step on them or throw them into a bucket if I can. This columnar apple, it's so beautiful. It produces, actually, last year it produced 3 fruit, but here's a problem. The apples taste like crap, okay? They taste like, I don't know, like Red Delicious, really powdery, kind of gross. This is a Petite Negra fig, and it's super cute, and again, being swallowed by this stupid, crazy looking parsley. I don't know, man. I got parsley everywhere. This is an empty pot. It's full of parsley. First of all, I got parsley everywhere. They self-seeded, and I don't mind. I'm hoping actually that when this one seeds, it'll fall to the ground and then they can grow out here because I need a ground cover. What I don't need is more shit in my pots. So I'm going to take them all out of the pots because I don't actually want that. I'm going to take out all the kale when I get back from India. I don't have time to do it now. There's no way. I leave tomorrow. But I need to figure out what to do with this bed. Also, I'm going to show you an abandoned bird's nest. There's a little bird's nest over here, and the birds have left it. I haven't seen the birds come back, but I think it fell from the kale. So they're right there, and it's really sad because I don't see the bird at all. There's no one sitting on it. This is the persimmon tree, getting pretty big, really pretty. It pretty much gets full sun. I really love this tree, and I might plant a second one because I love the way it looks. Like, this is just, I love this chartreuse, I think is the color. It's just so, sublime. I love it so much. So I'm tempted to plant another in the front. Just to have more of this color around because I think that color is really amazing. The kale, the blooming kale. So the blooming kale is just amazing for bees. I mean, the bees will swarm this thing. We can sit here and watch the bees come and go. There's a couple. It's not in full sun, so the bees will, you can still see, they're still here. It's not that there's no bees, but there's fewer of them when it's not super sunny because they're busy. I gotta cut these back when I come back too. They'll be all done when I come back. And then back here, we've got, oh my gosh, more parsley, believe it or not. Again, I'm gonna just completely overhaul this, put something else in here. I already have the plants that I know are gonna go in here. I just haven't done it yet. I'll probably do it this evening because I have little plants that I can't I can't leave them in their little containers. This is Bakha, which is a I think it's an Alocasia family plant. We eat the stems of it, and it requires a fair amount of shade, and this is a partial shade spot, so I think it'll do okay. My God, parsley. And then over there is cilantro and garlic, and they do pretty well. Everything here is irrigated, so I expect them to do really well. Let's see, this is my other cherry tree. It's got lots of bug problems. This one has been perpetually dealing with bug problems. This, I'm pretty sure it's a Rainier. Yeah, it's a Rainier, and it's very, very bug prone. It drives me freaking crazy. It's got all of these baby cherries. I tried to, oh, hello bee, I'm so sorry. Let me go past. It's got all these cherries that got pollinated, and then it's aborting because it pollinated way too many. So I'm waiting for the tree itself to decide. Oh, sorry, you're just looking at a pole. That's great. Again, so good at this. Like, look at how much fruit got pollinated. And this tree is still pretty small, right? It doesn't have the nutrition necessary to support the amount of fruit that's here. So what it's going to do is it's going to abort a bunch of this fruit. See, when they start getting this chlorosis here, it looks like this, all the fruit's going to drop. So yeah, in like a couple days it's going to drop, but it's not going to drop all of them, because you can see in here there's a much bigger fruit. So the tree will, I'm waiting because this is still quite early, and I don't think the tree has fully sort of decided what it's going to keep and what it's going to abort. So once it does that, I'm going to once again cover up the fruit. I technically don't need to cover up cherries until they are almost ripe. The birds will absolutely take them. But oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, look at it. Friend is on their way to nom a whole bunch of aphids. Yay! Okay, so yeah. Strawberries, I'm really hoping that the strawberries just absolutely take over all of this, and because I want a ground cover and I want something that will just survive, and bonus, give me some food. Hell yeah. I don't know why some of my strawberries started getting this weird problem. I'm sure it's a disease. It's probably a mildew. They're probably unhappy for whatever reason, but whatever. They're doing fine right now. They're still producing flowers, so as long as they produce fruit, I think they'll be fine. Strawberries are pretty hardy. I think the problem is it's so dense over here. They reproduce so much, and I tried to thin them out, but I didn't do a very good job. So they're still here. These are I'm hoping that some of these are pine berries. Oh, see, this right here is a weed and does not need to live right there. We don't need you either. We definitely don't need this tiny blackberry that's deciding to grow. The birds will bring blackberries, and that's very kind of them. But we don't need blackberries, especially thorny ones. Oh, more kale, more kale, more kale. Okay, and then we're back to the front into the courtyard. I got freaking beans everywhere. So these are the 3 herbs that I gotta put into those empty pots. I got 2 of these Vietnamese coriander, and then this one is called kinh giới. And yeah, I'm just gonna shove it into a pot because well, this one doesn't survive the winter, and then this one is, I think it's fairly invasive. I don't know if it'll live the winter, but it's invasive, so I just don't want to have to deal with like fighting with space for them. And yeah, so that's what I'll be doing before I leave, just because I need to. And then yeah, I just got tools hanging everywhere, but let me turn around so we can see the garden in the afternoon. So that's what it looks like. The sun is already over the neighbor's house, so it's already shaded over, but we've gotten more than 6 hours of sun, so there's enough sun here for these plants to thrive. And you can see last year this cherry was so short it received less sun, but of course it's doubled in height, so they're gonna reach for the sun and be able to actually be in full sun soon, and that should help with the pest issues too. Okay, bye.